Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is early morning crafts and coffee with Lorrie. Hey, good morning. Let me switch over here real quick. Look at that we got going on this morning, everyone. Mediterranean blooms. In my last video, I went over an overview with this beautiful, beautiful set that we are working on this week. And I am so excited to dive right into it. And so let me just switch back over again and say, welcome to you. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Early Morning Crafts and Coffee with Lorrie. My name is Lorrie Brown. I'm independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I just want to let you know I am so excited about being here with my Early Morning Crafts and Coffee. This video is a recording. I'm gonna put it up live, but it's a recording today. So that I could, I couldn't come live, so I had to do this one. Generally, I like to be on at 6 a.m.-ish in the morning, but lately there has just been some kind of issue with that, but that's okay. I am working it out. So anyway, thank you so much for being on. I just want to cover a couple things. I want to, first of all, say good morning. Thank you so much for being on with me this morning. And I am hoping that you have your cup of joe, because it's early morning crafts and coffee. But actually, it's whatever your coffee is. It could be your tea. It could be lemon water, room temperature. It could be mushroom coffee. I've tried mushroom coffee. And so what are you drinking? Let me know. Please, even though it's a recording, please like and share. And if you have any questions, I am diligently searching and looking at the comments. So feel free to like, feel free to share, and let's get our sip of coffee. I hope all is going well with you. We're gonna do our announcements. We're going to do our announcements, and then we're going to run right into the first card with the Mediterranean Blue Sweet Series. So, okay, we're going to switch over here. All right, there is our monthly host code for July. Make sure you use the host code for me if you do an order that is $150 or less before taxing and shipping, okay? I will see that host code has been populated, and I will use your information and send you something very, very nice. Okay, definitely a make and take probably. This month, I am so excited about this month. If you're going to order this, this is the month to do it, because you earn to redeem, basically. So until the end of the month, you can earn a $5 coupon for every $50 that you spend. Then redeem it in the month of August, next month. I think that is fantastic. If you're going to spend it, you might as well get some great coupons along the way, right? So this is the month to do it. This is the month that if there was a die set that you like, if it not just a die set, but you might want to do a bundle. Okay, now's the time to do it. Then you can get that coupon back where you can get some ribbon. You would be able to get some adhesives. You would be able to get some embellishments, whatever you need. That would be awesome, right? Okay. So yes, earned and redeemed. Then the second thing is our August paper pumpkin. Time for cake. And the interesting thing is you are going to get an additional stamp set with this paper pumpkin. So all you got to do is it's time for cake. That's the name of it, paper pumpkin. Celebrating all the elegant details with gold rose foil. Can you imagine how beautiful those birthday cards are going to be? So if you got any birthdays coming up, August, September, October, all those months, you got birthdays coming up, you know somebody? Okay, this paper pumpkin is for you. All right. All you have to do is go to the website. I got little cute poster blocks on my website. All you gotta do is click them, and they'll take you anywhere you need to go. All right. The next thing is, July 26th is coming up. A new kit is is what we're going to be working with. It is Your Day to Shine is the name of the kit. And we are doing Friday night crafting hangouts. This is something new that I'm doing on Friday nights. If you feel like just coming on out and hanging out, it's going to be a live link. Okay, you can just come on and we're going to do this. We're going to put the kit together, but we're also going to have bingo for some really nice gifts, not gifts, but prizes. We're going to have a little music, and we're just going to get together and have some fun. So if you want to do a little something on Friday night, come on out and hang out with me on Friday night. It is going to be a fantastic time. Now go to the website because I have my scheduling on the upcoming Friday night hangouts. It won't be every Friday night, but you want to make sure that you're able to pick the hangout you want to come to, and then you have to order your kit in time for a very, very inexpensive kit, a kit in time to have it to your home for the hangout so that you can participate and put the cards together. So the one on the 26th coming up is going to be Your Day to Shine. So make sure you click on that. All right. All right. All right. So that's for our announcements. Let's switch over here. So here is Mediterranean Blooms. This is the suite we're going to be working on. And this is the card we're doing today. And we call this card Hello, a Citrus Bloom Hello card. It's a beautiful hello card. We're going to do an embossing on the hello and to make it stand out and shine. And we're going to put all the, and we got quite a few pieces to get to, but it's going to be beautiful. Now, I had done a card ahead of time. And you know, for me to do a card ahead of time, it generally does not happen. But today I'm trying to get better at doing my cards ahead of time so that you can see how it turned out. So I think it came out beautiful. The only difference is I did not have the blooming embellishments, which are darker, like a real deep navy blue, like this color. They were out of stock when I tried to get mine, and I hadn't gotten them back in yet. So I just used the blooming, I think this is the blooming embellishments on that. And then today I'm going to actually do rhinestones and use my Night of Navy marker to color those and see if we can get a little darker color than the color that we didn't have. So the goal is to try and get as close as we can to the books in the catalog. I love to do those, you know. But if not, that's okay. This is the one I did, but you can see how dark these are. And they do pop. They pop a little more than these. But that's okay. We're going to make it work today. Okay? All right. So let's get started. Okay. So today we're going to be doing a lot of work with our markers. Okay? We got markers, and actually we're doing everything with our markers. We got a couple of dies that we're going to be stamping out. Okay, so, and then this is our inside. We just put a little cutout die there. Okay, so that's what we're working on. We're just going to sit that up there in the corner. Okay, so what I did ahead of time is I cut this out. This is 11 and a half. This is 11 and a half. No, 11. No, 11 and 11. Yeah, 11 by 5. Okay, so this is 11 by 5 is what this is cut out. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to score this at half so that we can get the card, so that we can get the our score card. Now, I don't use this actual size card that often. Okay, so we're going to, if it's 11, we're going to score it at 5.5. Okay, so let me make sure I got this right here. All right. Okay, and remember with this trimmer, we have the, not only do we have the cut, but we also have a score on here. And I love the 2-in-1. This is the first one I ever tried. I never tried a different kind of, I haven't used a different kind of scoring device yet. trimmer, but I can tell you this trimmer works for me beautifully. I really, really like that. Okay, so now we are going to fold this in half, and actually, look, this is a bigger. I didn't cut this down one more, so actually this should be cut down to three and a half. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up, and we're gonna cut a little more of this off. Okay, because for this card we do want our dies and stamps to be a little closer in. So let me just double check where this is at. This is right at 3.5. So let's go to 3.5 on here. Okay, there we go. We got it at 3.5, and then we're gonna cut this down to make this a little. All right, now that looks a little better. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this for another time to be able to use it. That goes into my scrap, because there are often many times that I have. Okay, so let me just make sure that this is working for me. And actually, let's see. This looks to be a little smaller than I even wanted for this one, but we're going to make it work. Okay. Did I do 3.5? Thought I did. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So now we got this. This is how we're going to lay it out. And I already stamped out. All right. I'm going to use one of these. And I'm just going to stamp this out. I have already stamped these out, but we had two different dies here. We had this one and this one. And I'm just going to go through real quick and show you what I did. I did do it ahead of time. I want you to see what it looks like, okay? So I have the stamp. Okay, put this here. All right. I used the big block. Okay, this is my big block that I use, and I just use our black. Hold on a second. Here is my. Okay, just a second. I'm looking for my tuxedo black stamp. That I use to stamp this out. It comes out nice and crisp. Here it is. Tuxedo black. It would be helpful if I put things back the way they were supposed to go. Now, because this is a bigger one, I'm just going to go across like this. Just going to go across just like this. And I want you to see how beautiful this comes out. Okay. And then all I did was stamp right on here, just like this. Okay. See? Just like that. And then I just used the die. I put the die on top here. Let me grab the die so that you can see. I'm not going to cut it out because I already have it cut out. But I do want you to see, okay, what the die looked like and how I did it. So let me pull this out. When I first got started, this is my first year. When I first got started, I had to learn how to kind of look at this and move it around to make sure that it lines up. Okay, so here we go, just like that. So we line it up just like so. Okay. And then we run it through the machine, and voila, this is what we come out with. It comes out just like that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to use this as my back here. And what we're going to do is we're going to color these in. Actually, it might seem like it take a long time, but it really doesn't. I am using Old Olive. Those were the colors that we used for Mediterranean Blue. Old Olive is one of the colors. And this is light. So I am just going to go through, and on each leaf, I'm just going to go through and lighten them, these colors in. Okay. I am in no way, no shape, no form a pro at this at all. But as I was going through, I realized how they did it. They kind of did the lighter tip of the leaves in the light Old Olive, and then they did the kind of the bottom of the leaf more in the darker one. So and you know what, I do have to work on my blending a little bit, but the cards still came out amazing. Okay. And I always remember from when I was coloring as a child, stay in the lines, stay in the lines. So if I just remember to stay in the lines, I am doing good. Just stay in the line. And actually, it might seem like a lot, but this goes by really fast, you know? And remember, I'm just doing the tips of the leaves. And yeah, this big one. And I just got to work on my blending skills a little bit. But other than that, I think I do a pretty good job of getting that in there. All right. And if you're watching this and you're a more seasoned crafter and creator, and you got tips, I don't mind. Let me know what you think, you know? Okay, now this is I'm just going to use this thin part down here. See, on the markers, they tell you the thicker side of the marker, the thinner the side, and then they let you know that this is the dark. So you get two markers. So I am going to use this one here for the stems. So I'm just going to just kind of stay in the line, just gently. Okay, that's stem number one. And then here's another stem. And I'm just going to slightly go through and highlight that stem. Here's another one. Just going to slim it right on in there. And then we got the little stem from the flowers. And the little petals. I'm going to just do it like that. And for this one. Okay. This one. Okay. So those are the stems. And you see how that didn't take long at all, really. Not long at all. And so now I'm going to take the bigger brush, and I'm just going to finish up the leaves with the darker color. And I'm trying to blend this in a little better than I did with the first one. Okay. All right. And this leaf is overlapping with that one. But I'm going to try not to touch the flower that's on there. All right. And I'll be focused, trying to focus to stay in the lines on here. And then just kind of come through here and do this side here. It's interesting how these markers work. I see why they call them blended markers, because they just start blending right where they at. Okay, and I'm just going through right here and just coloring it up real quick. And I think of this project, of course, this would be the one that takes up the most time, but it goes fast. Okay. Okay, here we go. And just kind of come right here and blend this in a little better. And just kind of come around like that. Okay, and we're almost there. And we're going to, now for this one, I think the stem might blend in a little bit because the stem is the same color. Okay. Yeah. All right. Just a little bit more. And then we will be moving on. But I can't begin to tell you. I don't know if you can hear the birdies, but the birdies are just really singing this morning outside my window here. They sound amazing. They really, really do. Okay. All right. Okay, this is the last one for this one. I think this one might have blended over into my orange a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, now for our orange, we got two colors. We got this pumpkin pie, and I got the dark pumpkin pie. I don't know what happened to my light. I might have would have liked to have had a light pumpkin pie, but that's okay. And I'm just going to make sure I go around the orange, and then just in little spots, I'm going to lighten the orange up. So I'm just going to go around here, blend it in right here. Okay, make sure I get this. All right, and we're just going to go around and okay. And I'm just going to blend my oranges all the way around here. All the line first, and then I'm just going to kind of color it in. I do think, though, my old olive, okay, I'm going to do this one. I think I'm going to darken this one up a little bit right here. Okay. All right, and then I'm just going to take this and continue on, just going around it, you know. Go around this one. I promise you, I really don't have any kind of coloring skills, but I'm just following the lines and what I've seen others do, and it comes out nice. I'm just going to go around the petals here. Okay. And around here. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this one, just doing the outlines of them. And then with peachy pie, I'm going to go and add some light to it, okay? I'm going to try not to get too overconfident here. So we're just going to go through. And then we're just going to go through here as well and color it nice. Color it through. Let it all blend together. And same thing with this. And I'm just leaving a small little area where I can put my peachy pie in there. Not much, just a little highlighted area in there. Okay. All right, good. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my peachy pie light. And I'm just going to just fill it in, blend it in there. Give it a different little feel and color to it. All right. And then I'm going to take this, and for the leaves, I'm going to do the same thing. This might have been better if I did this in the daffodil. And I'm just going to follow the lines in here just like that. And color it in. Color this one in like that. Color this one in like this. Okay. And then just follow the lines. Give it a little. I do want the white to stay. Some of the white to stay. And that's it. And there we have it. That's the first one. Perfect. And then we have another one right here. This is our second one. We're going to do the same thing very quickly. We're just going to take, and I did the same thing with the stamp, right? I'm going to take this one off, and then I'm going to put the smaller one on right there. And I'm going to take our tuxedo gray and just go through like that. Okay. And let's see. And I'm going to stamp it just like that. See? And that is how I got this. And then I used the die just like before, and I cut it out. So I wanted to go through that step in case you didn't know it, because me being a new person, you got to show me every step of what you did. Okay, so we're going to go through the stem right about like that. Okay. And then we're going to do this stem again. One here. Tiny one there. Okay. They're not even. And then we got a stem coming out of here. Okay. All right. That's it for that. Okay. Well, we might as well just go in and do we're going to blend this down like this. Okay. Like that. And maybe just a little more here like that. Same thing with this one. We're going to come up here and blend this about right here. Now take in mind, I am duplicating the catalog. I said I wanted to duplicate the cards in the catalog because it gives me a variety, and I'm not quite creative enough yet to, do any alternative cards. Now I am going to be venturing out with some alternative cards over the next few weeks. In the next few weeks, I'll stick with maybe one or two. actual actual cards in the catalog. But then you know what? I am venturing out with these sweets and doing my own thing. I have seen so many amazing, I mean amazing cards. The people are so talented. So I'm gonna try my hand at doing some of my own too. Okay, now we're going to take the light and we're going to go on and blend this in. Stay in the lines, Lorrie. Stay in the lines. Okay. Blend this one. Okay. This came out of line a little bit, but that's okay. We just keep going. Now, this is the sentiment we're going to use on here is hello. Who haven't you talked to in a while? Who haven't you talked to in a while? You know what I mean? Who? Where you can just send them a hello, what's up? I ain't talked to you in a while. I would love to see a what's up sentiment come through here. What's up? Haven't talked to you in a little while. How you doing? How's your family? What's going on with you? You been feeling okay? And then sometimes you just never know how people are doing, right? You don't know. And I think it's cool to be able to check on people with a little card like this. And the whole time you're working on this card, you're thinking about how they're doing. This is for you. And I'm going to put this in the mail for you. Now, I will come back this week and we're going to talk about the envelope size for this. Do we need to create our own envelopes? Or what size envelopes are we going to order? So I need to do a little more investigating on that. Okay, and now here we go with our final part. And then we're going to put this thing together. This card, we're going to put this card together. It's beautiful. It's turning out amazing too. Mm-hmm. Let me pull this up a little bit so that you can see it. I want to. All right. Just go around here. Blend it in. All right. Now, this is where I take the peachy pie again, and I just go through and lighten this baby up. Blend it right on in there with that. Blend it right on in. Give it that little shine. And I know a lot of the lines here. Might have to cut that off. Okay, there we go. All right, that's our second one. Okay, now what we're going to do is speed things up here a little bit. This is really fun card. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start this off with this one is going to go on the top here. Okay, and we are layering these on here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to make sure that's laid down nice. What I'm going to do here is I am going to put this on dimensionals. So I got I'm going to turn this over, and we're just going to put this on dimensionals here. Let's see. We are going to be, you know what? Let me pull this one back here a little more, because I'm going to be using some of our, let's see, one here needs to go here. And I think that's good. So we're going to just take this. I love the dimensionals. We just take off this here. Okay. All right. And then we're going to put this all the way up in the corner. Okay. Just like so. All right. We want it to stay on here just like that. All right. And then I'm going to take this one and put it on dimensionals as well. Do like more closer to the center here. One here. One here. All right. All right. And then this we're going to slide under just like so. I might have to push it in a little more to make sure it all gets on the card. I don't want nothing hanging off. Just, oh, I really like that leaf though. I don't want that to be covered up too much. About right there. Okay. So now I'm going to take this off. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to hold this so I can really see what I'm doing here. I'm going to slide this under. All right. I might have to lose a lot of that one. I don't want to lose too much. I like that leaf right there. I want to get it as much as I can, at least a little bit of that out. Okay, there we have it. All right, so now we got our 2 layers of the oranges in the leaves that came out of here. This one. All right, now guess what we have now? Now I have 1, okay, 2. Got 2 of these little leaves. So what I did was I had already cut out some of these. Did I color the big one too? Okay, so we just need to color this big one right here. And give a little dot here. And just kind of, okay, there we go. And I am going to use our mini glue dot, our mini dots dimensionals on here. Okay, so we got the small one. Okay, we're going to lay this one right, he's going to hang out right about here. And then the bigger one, we're going to put a small mini dimensional right here. Okay, and we're going to lay that one just about, if I got it right, it's going to go just about here on top of this one, just to give it a little more depth. Okay, then let me get my glue. We're going to take, I like this card. I mean, this card has given a lot of different things to do here. We colored, we stamped. Okay. All right. Now, these are just a little added touch leaves that I had cut out, stamped out. This is Old Olive. Okay. Old Olive is a part of our neutral color collection. Okay. This one, I'm going to put just a little bit Dabadooya glue. Okay. For this one here. Just going to do a Dabadooya. Not much, just a little bit on the leaves. Nothing that's going to squeeze, overlap and come out. We're going to put that one just about here. Okay. That looks good. Kind of got it in and out on that one. And then we're going to do the bigger one. We're going to put right in here. That's why I didn't want to put the dimensional too close to that one. So we're going to put this one just about here. I like it right there. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're just going to put a little bit of glue here at the top. I like just dabba-doo-ya. Just the dabba-doo-ya. Okay, and I'm going to put this one. Actually, I'm going to put this one underneath too. This one wants to go up here on top, about right here. Yeah, let's put it about right there. Okay, and then we got one more that we are going, the big one. We're going to, this one got two, this one right here, we're going to put on the bottom. And then the last thing we have to do is put our cinnamon on and we'll be done. What a nice project. Hello. Hello, 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 Citrus Bloom. We'll put this one right down here. Just, I do want to show that it's two. Yeah, like that. There we go. Look at there. Okay. Nice card. So the next thing we're going to do, we built that up. Now, I cut this out earlier too. This is a part of the designer paper. Okay, this one is cut out. The designer paper came 12 by 12, but I cut them on in 6 by 6 spots. That's this one here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this one and we're going to put it on dimensionals just about right here, because this is where our hello sentiment is going to go. So we're going to put that on. Did I? Drop it. Let's see. Did I put that on? No, I did not put that on a dimensional, but I could have put. Okay, this is going to hang off a little bit. So let me just glue this right on top of here. This end. I'm going to glue this right on top on this end. Come on. Just the dabba-doo-ya on this end. But you know what? Then I'm going to put a dimensional on this end. Only because it's going to be sitting on a dimensional item, and I want to keep that flow, if you know what I mean. All right, so I'm going to put that right about here. Okay. See, I did not, on this one, I didn't put a dimensional on there, and it's just kind of flapping up. This one is going to keep it down. All right, just like that. Okay. Then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to emboss hello right on top of here. So I'm going to take my Versamark, okay, and I am going to grab our hello. Versamark will give it an adhesive, a clear adhesive for me to put. Let's do it right here so I can see. Well, down a little bit so I can see. And it says hello. Let me put it over here. Still need to see a little better. Let's see if I got that on there just right. I think. Okay, it says hello. I would like that centered a little bit. So I'm going to flip this over. You see, when you make a mistake, you just keep it going. Okay, and I am going, my little light is in the way. Bring this down a little bit. See if I centered it this time. Much better. Okay, now I don't know if you can see that. It says hello. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to use this and grab my, Okay. Now Versamark is going to allow my white to stick. See that? Abaduya, just enough. And this is my embossing machine here. And basically, all I'm going to do is I am going to heat this until it raises in this beautiful color. You don't want to do it too long, but you can tell when it's hot enough. Okay. Okay. So I use my clear instead of using my white. So hold on just a second. Let me get my actual white. Here it is. Put this back. And you know, I did that before. Let's see. Where I used the clear powder instead of the white powder. So I'm going to stamp it one more time, and let me make sure this is white. Okay. So thank you for hanging on. Here it is. Thank you for hanging on with me. I tell you, I talked through it, but this is very, very relaxing for me. Okay. It's very nice. Very relaxing. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this one over here. And now I am going to stamp this one more time. Okay. I'm going to stamp it right in the center here. I'm going to do one. And I'm going to do two. Bring this one down a little more. Okay, that one's much better. Okay. And you know, when you make mistakes with these, it's all right. It's no big deal. You're creating. When you're creating, you do things a whole lot of times to get it right. If you know what I mean. You know, you do a lot of things, a lot of times. All right, so let me clear this out here. We got a whole embossing kit set, which is actually amazing. This is the clear. I'm gonna put this back in the clear, one, okay? So that see, we have a whole container. I'm showing you where we just put it right back in here because you don't want to waste any of your powder because it costs money. You don't want to waste nothing if you don't have to. Okay, and then we just put this right back on top of the tray. And then I'm going to put this back in, and this is clear. And you know what I'm going to do? Right here on the top, I'm just going to do this little peachy pie and highlight clear on there so I don't mix it up with my white one again. And put that back. All right, now I'm going to highlight this one a little more. Okay, now you see the difference? Look how that stands out. That actually pops a little bit. Wait until you see after I emboss it how much it pops even more. Okay, I'm going to put my white one back here. I'll clear that tray out in a second. Now let's heat this up. And this actually gets very hot. So you want to make sure that you keep your hand out the way. You will see it. There it is. Get the whole thing. Hello. All right. Okay, so we got our hello there. Hello. And you know what's interesting? It still looks like it is blended a little too much. So I'm going to just take a minute because I want to do it right. So let's just take a quick second and let's do it right. I am going to blend this off. I don't know where my scissors are. Okay. And we're going to stamp this baby again. And I'm going to wipe it off this time because I think still some of that clear was on there. And that is why my hello is not coming out as good as it. And I just use a baby wipe and wipe it off, clear it off. Okay. All right. You got that all cleared off. That'll work. Now, I am going to do this one more time. Thanks for being patient with me, but I want to get it right. I just don't want it to be any kind of way, if you understand what I mean. So we're gonna stamp this again. We're gonna put the hello here. We're gonna do them twice again to make sure. Here go one. You see how they got that little line on there? I don't need that. And I'm going to do it again right here too. All right. Do one more, just in case. And 3. See, little line. Okay. All right, now I'm going to okay. This time I'm gonna do it right over here because I don't want to waste it. I want to use. Okay. And then in this case, I'm just gonna pluck it a little bit. See if we can get that off of there. This one back on here like that. Move this one out the way. And I got this little. Okay, so I want to get this off right here. I want my hello to be all right. Because when I put the heat on there, I don't want it to. Okay. Okay. Let's see, we're going to try. Whoa. Maybe that is the key. Put a whole bunch on there because look at there. The hello came out a little bit better. That little H, though, right there at the top is giving me a little bit of problem. Oh, that's much better. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Oh. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of move this around off of here. Now, you probably say, well, look, that's a lot of effort to get a little bitty hello off of there. But this technique is a beautiful one. It really is. I happen to be just off a little bit on here this morning. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to take this. I'm going to heat it up. Woo, woo, woo. It's hot. Perfect. Good. Finally, I got it to work the way I needed it to. I'm just going to move this off of here a little bit. Oh, it's on there. So there you go. Hello. It's sprinkled a little bit, but we're going to go with that. All right, now I'm going to take my little cutter. We're going to cut this off. Let's move all this out the way here. Okay. And All right, we're just going to do it right here. Okay, put this over here just outside of here, just like that. Okay. And now we got our hello. And we're just going to do a little more glue on the back of it there. And we're going to stick it right. This time I'm going to put it right in the center. Just like so. Just like that. Right in the center. Okay, there we have it. Now I got my embellishments we're going to put on here. Okay, let me grab my tool here. Okay. All right. So now what I did was I just took my, you see, these are gold rhinestones. I just took my my Night and Navy marker and colored them. Okay, we're going to put this one here. We're going to put a big one at the bottom, right here. We're going to put a small one right here. And then we're going to do one here. And one kind of down. I wanted to do one kind of underneath. Maybe right in there. Okay. Hello, there we have it. There's our card. We are done. We just got to make sure we, on the inside, we're going to, what I say is bring a little bit of the outside on the inside. So we're going to glue this one down here and put a little leaf on the inside. And we're done with this card. Our Hello Citrus Bloom card. That's what I'm talking about. From the Mediterranean collection. We're going to sit that right on in here. All right, I'm going to center it. The inside card gives it a little weight, and it also gives it where you can write your sentiment in there. You can just write what you want it to be. Look how pretty that came out. Now I'm going to show you the difference between this one and the catalog. All right, and then I'm going to just take a little leaf here. All right, and I'm going to glue it a little bit. All right, and I put a little more on there than I wanted to, but I'm going to stick it right here on the bottom here. Okay, and I am going to dab it a little bit to make sure my card don't get stuck together. Just dab it a little bit because I put a little too much glue on there. There we go. All right, there we have it. Now, this is the one that was done yesterday. Okay, you see I have the hello coming off just like in the catalog. And then you can see the difference in the rhinestones. At least these are a little more darker to match what we have in the catalog. And then I brought a little of the outside on the inside. Hello. What a beautiful card. Yes, we did it. We did our card today. And thank you for hanging on in there with me. All right. So I'm thinking tomorrow we're going to do this one with the matching envelope. That is the perfect one to work on for tomorrow. And it says all the love. Oh, we're going to call it all the love card. And that is a beautiful one there. All right. So there we have it. We got our first one, hello card, Mediterranean. And then this is how it turned out. The one we did. Yes, I did before we started. And then ones I did where I colored it, Night of Navy on the rhinestones. And you're right, the darker ones pop a whole lot better. It brings out the Night of Navy here on our hello. So, all right, let's switch over and close this out here today. Wow, this was a great card. It turned out really good, don't you think? I mean, it turned out nice. It turned out nice. It was a little more work. Yeah, we had to blend, the marker blends, but the coloring worked out. We stamped, we cut out dies, right? And then we embossed, and then we did all these colors. And we did a different size card today, which I normally don't use this side card, but we did a different side card today. Just absolutely beautiful. And you know what? I'm happy with it. I am happy. Let's see. I'm happy with what we did. Okay, you all, I am going to close out. I'm going to take my next cup of sip. It's still very, very good. Thank you for being on the recording with me today. I appreciate you following along with me today. I will be on live tomorrow where we do our um, all about love, I think it says. All about love card tomorrow with the Mediterranean Blooms Sweet Collection. You can visit me at lorriescraftingjourney.com. There, I have everything on there. Please consider joining me on my Friday night lives, crafting hangout. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun, And you can go there and see how that is all set up there as well. And you get a chance to see the scheduling. I think I'm going to put up another Friday for that as well. But again, thank you for being on with me. I will see you tomorrow, and have a fabulous, fabulous day. And just remember, you are loved. You are loved. You're not alone, and you are loved. Sometimes we can be in the midst of a whole lot of people and still feel like that we are alone. You are not alone. If this so happened to be you. Okay. All right. I love you all. Take care. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Can be over a little bit.